Guys, Wallen Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the DC Multiverse Superman Doomed. Now, my memory is a little bit foggy on this, but I believe I remember right. Superman fought Doomsday. After the fight, he got infected somehow, I really forgot how, and he turned into Doomsday himself because Doomsday is of Kryptonian heritage, DNA, and it's always in their bloodstream, something like that, whatever. Here's a nice cool picture on the side over here. Not bad. Let's open them up. Alright guys, so here is Superman, Doomsday Superman, I want to call it that, out of the box, and he is pretty cool actually, I'll give him that. It is a gimmicky action figure, but it's not that bad. Of course, he comes with the Build-A-Piece figure for Doomsday. It is the right arm, and I'm really close to finishing him up, so we'll get that video soon. But let's take a look at Superman first. And I have to say, even though it's a gimmicky action figure, he's Doomsday, whatever, it's really nice actually. It's done pretty well. So let's take a look at the details right now. Alright, so here is Superman up close, and as you can see, it looks pretty good. I like the detail, I like the sculpting. The head sculpt is pretty good, I like it a lot. You can see all the nice spikes coming out of his chin right here. His face is turning into Doomsday, even though there is still a hint of Superman, Clark Kent in there somewhat. That looks pretty nice, the head sculpt. The hair is pretty good as well. See from the side, his yellow teeth, red eyes. Pretty good, it looks pretty nice. I also like the spikes coming out of his side, of his arms, also on the body. I do wish that these spikes actually came out of the suit, ripped it or something like that, but I'm not really sure if that was the way it looked like in the comic, but either way, it still looks pretty good. You can see all over his body. Let's see, look at the back. Nothing in the back though, but still pretty good. So he is sporting, let's go down the rest of the body. See how it looks like. You don't get any more spikes coming out anywhere else, nothing on the knees. It's just like a standard big giant body of Superman after that. So Superman basically is sporting the Masters of the Universe body mold, which is pretty appropriate for this character since, he is Doomsday now. He's a lot bigger than your standard DC Multiverse figure or DC Classics figure, so I don't mind that at all. And plus, it's pretty easy to make a Superman body. All the plastic is basically blue with some red paint taps everywhere, so I can see how it would have been a lot easier to do this. Going down to the rest of the body, like I said before, I like the spikes. Here's his back, pretty smooth. There's no spikes back there at all. I like the cape also. The capes are pretty good lately. They've been making it a little bit lighter material, a lot more flexible. So they've been doing a good job on that, not making them stiff or anything like that. So I don't mind that at all. Going down to the rest of the body, he has two open hands right here. I do wish they were fists at least, because it is Doomsday basically, or Superman. He's gonna be punching people around, so it would have been nice to have at least one fist in one hand. But we do not get that. Going down to the rest of the body, I feel like I've seen these boots before on a Masters of the Universe figure. I could be wrong though, but it looks pretty generic and standard from what I've seen in pictures, but who knows. But other than that, like I said before, the spikes are pretty nice. The body mold is pretty good as well. I do wish that, I didn't buy this in the store, I bought it online. So if you're going to be buying it in stores, make sure that your paint apps are good, because on mine, the S is a little marks on it. Not horrible, but I do wish it was a lot more cleaner. And over here, it's a little bit smudged. But, maybe it's appropriate because he is Doomsday now, so his suit might be a little messed up, I guess, right? Now going to articulation, he does have a ball jointed head. It goes up about that much, goes down about that much. Not the best range, to be honest. It goes left and right, a little stiff, kind of on an angle as well, so it's not the greatest, but it does move and does its job. Pivots a little bit, not that much as well. These shoulder joints aren't that bad. They actually move pretty good. They go about that high because of the spikes over there. Up and down, no problems there. He does have bicep swivel, and at the elbow it goes about that much, and that's about it. You would think that it would rotate the way it looks like, but it doesn't. It just goes straight up. There is no, it doesn't rotate left and right. And at the wrist, it does have a swivel, but there is no hinge. The ab joint, pretty standard, not bad. Mine's pretty loose though. I mean, it's not like a bad loose, but it just, over here at the waist, he does have a waist swivel right there. Pretty standard. Just like the Batman figure, this whole part at the crotch is rubber, so it doesn't really, it's not as bad as the Batman figure from before, the armored one, so the articulation is pretty good. It goes about almost 90 degrees, kinda, not really, but it goes pretty decent up. Goes back just a little bit, not bad. Split wise, pretty good, almost a full split if he's going to be doing that. He has a thigh swivel up there, one point at the knee over here, and at the ankle he has your standard hinge joints. That is, there you go. Mine was a little stiff, but it's good now. So standard articulation, basically for a Masters of the Universe figure. Not bad, not that restricted as well, a lot better compared to the armored Batman from before in the same wave. So I like it, it's not bad. Like I said before, it's a little bit loose over here. Like, it's not bad though, but you can move it around more than I would like to. But it stays either way you put it. It's not gonna like fall back due to gravity, so it's still pretty good. Alright, size comparisons time. So here is Superman with some of the other figures from the same line that I have opened up so far. It's not bad, I like the size, given the fact that he is Doomsday right now. He's a little bit more bulkier, he looks pretty good. Next to Batman right here, obviously they both are sporting Masters of the Universe body bases, so you can see where they're coming from. It's not bad at all. I know earlier this year they came out with the Dark Knight Returns Superman body figure with the body of a Masters of the Universe. I didn't get that one though, so this is probably the closest thing I have for a comparison between the two right there. But like I said, with the rest of the wave, it's not that bad. Alright, so now here he is with some of my new 52 Superman figures right here, both with new heads. As you can see, I like how it looks. Now he's a little bit taller, but he definitely is a lot wider, which is pretty appropriate in my opinion. And it looks pretty nice. You can see how he was before and now after. And here he is now with some other DC characters in my collection. You got Wonder Woman, Batman, and Shazam right there. So you can see how he stacks up amongst them as well. And I'm sorry if you guys hear some water in the background. My fiance is taking a shower, so the door's closed, but you kind of could still hear it, so apologies for that. And for another size comparison, here he is with a DC Classics Superman figure right there, the mullet one, my favorite of all time. And of course, here is the Hulk, just for reference right there. And it would not be a size comparison if I did not compare him with the original Doomsday figure right here from the old DC Superheroes line, which isn't that bad. You know, the size might not be the greatest, but still is a pretty nice looking figure overall. And here is a regular size DC Unlimited figure if you want to see the size comparison between with that Doomsday as well. Alright, so what do I think about this figure? Like I said before, it is a gimmicky figure, but it's really well made in my opinion. I mean, the sculpting is pretty good for what they did with it. The head sculpt is pretty nice. I like it a lot actually. It's a nice good effect of Doomsday Superman, if you want to call him that, or Superman Doomed. It's a nice looking representation, to be honest, and obviously it really depends on how much you want it in your collection. If you're just buying it for the Build-A-Figure piece like I am, but actually becoming very impressed by it, then, you know, maybe you're in for a good treat. Overall, I like it a lot. I don't know how much it'll stay in my collection though, but overall, I have to admire how it is definitely a decent looking figure. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace.